Hey guys, so I know it's been a long time since I've been here on YouTube, but life has just been crazy, and that's why I wanted to make this video to kind of update on how things are going. I have been trying to stay active on Instagram, so if you like quick little tutorials and reviews and things like that, make sure you follow me there. All my social medias are down below in the description box for you guys if you'd like to join the family everywhere. So after the chaos of the holidays, I kind of just started to get, tired and more tired and more tired. I am 8 months pregnant right now, and things just don't go as fast as I would like to. I can't move as fast as I would like to. And I got to that point again where I have no energy. I wake up and I'm just like, I want to take a nap. I try my best to keep up with things, and like I said, on Instagram it's just easier because I don't have to have a quiet house, and I can just edit all the sound off and do something quick, even though it never seems like it's quick enough because I have so many things to do, and I try to to do something that is worth sharing. I don't want to just like spit out like content and not be proud of. So I'm very, very picky, and I really need my time to do things because I'm a perfectionist, in a way. Another reason why I haven't been here is because it's winter. It's really much harder to, get everyone out of the house because there's not really much to do. And, I feel terrible having my guys just go out in the snow, and I don't want, I don't want that. My son doesn't go to school yet. He's home full time with me. So it's tough to do a talking video with a 4-year-old, running around because there's no such thing as quiet at this point. So since it's the winter, it's just been really more, like a lot more challenging to have the time and the space to film. And so that's why for me, Instagram is just much easier that way because it's quicker, it's like fast paced, and I don't have to have a quiet house, I can just edit everything out and like nothing ever happened. So but I do miss making videos, and I'm not going to stop making videos. Obviously it's my passion, and I love this little family that we built here. I really do. When I say that, I really mean it because you guys are always so awesome. Just your feedback is always awesome, and you just keep me going. You give me motivation. Sometimes I spend so long putting a video together, and I don't have a huge channel, but I really am proud of the content that I have, and you guys let me know that, when you take the time to watch my videos and just to leave a comment, and you know a little bit of what's going on in my life. I know I don't open up that much, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. But it just makes me happy that it doesn't matter if 10 people see it, and if I can help 10 people, if I can entertain 10 people, I'm happy, because a lot goes behind putting a video together. And that also brings me to another topic, which YouTube changed everything, like Instagram did too. So basically, small channels like mine would never have the opportunity to monetize their videos. And I know what you're thinking, oh, it's all about money. It's not all about money. But when you spend a whole lot of time, filming and editing, and that's time away from my family also, and it's work. It's a lot of work. It's makeup that I use. It's lights and camera and computer, and it's a lot. And when YouTube just changed all the rules and their requirements, small channels like mine, unless I post every single day, I'll probably never get a chance to monetize my videos. So that was really hard. Like, I just didn't understand why. We work so hard to put this content in, to film, and a lot of us, I'm talking about like me and my friends, like we were talking to each other, and we were like, we're all moms, and most of us are mothers, and we have full-time jobs, and we do this for a passion, yes, but we all need money to survive. So when YouTube emailed all of us saying that we don't fit the requirements, it was like a slap in the face, because, you know, we're here, we're here using this platform, and without us, they wouldn't have this. So it's really tough. It's just like the big gets bigger and the smaller just gets pushed to the side. So it's just like a really unfair kind of situation. So after we got that email, obviously all of us, like, that don't fit the requirements, we were all like just feeling down and like, what's the point of this, you know? But I don't want to feel like that because I know the point. The point is me sharing what I love with amazing people. So that is the point, you know? So that's why I'm not going to stop making videos. Obviously, I'm not going to. I love it too much to stop. But this kind of like hit us all, like, just, you know, you just feel down when something like this happens. You're like, wow, I worked so hard to have XYZ subscribers, or, you know, and nothing matters for you, to YouTube, not for me, but to them. So it is a big slap in the face. I know that a lot of people get pregnant out there all the time, and they have full-time jobs, and they are YouTubers and whatnot. But really, with all of these circumstances, I just kind of pushed YouTube to the side, and I'm not happy about it, but for now, it's what I can offer, because I have to do so much, you know, to get ready for this baby, and we're moving stuff around our house and organizing and cleaning and, you know, making sure everything's okay, because I know that afterwards I'm not going to be able to do that. You know, I'm going to have a 4-year-old and a newborn, and cleaning or organizing is going to be the last thing on my mind. So I would like to have everything set up and nice and neat for before everything happens. So we've just been going through things over here and like moving things around and moving things out and just trying to fit one more little person into a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's very challenging, but I had help of one of my friends, and her and her husband were amazing, and they helped us, you know, a lot, and it took a lot off my mind because I was really stressed out. Like, I have anxiety as it is, and just seeing things around and like thinking like, how am I going to fit a baby here, you know, was very like troublesome in my head. I always, like, I couldn't sleep. I was always thinking about it. I was looking around and like trying to make a room in my head, and my friends came over and they're like, don't worry about it, we got it. And they helped so much. So I feel so much better now. The house is like so much lighter. I've been decluttering everything. So it makes me feel better, like on the inside, and also to look at. It's so much easier. You know, like I feel like when there's too much clutter, my anxiety just takes over and I can't even look at things. Like, it's just too much for me. So I feel much better now about everything. And I already have my little bag packed for when the time comes, because it's coming very, very soon. So I am right now 35 weeks pregnant. And for the second baby, a lot of people say you can go anytime after 36 weeks or whatever. So because I like to be prepared, I have my suitcase packed, you know, for the hospital, and I have clothes are washed and ready to go for the baby. You know, we got diapers, a bassinet, it's in my room already, and things like that. Things that just have to just be there just in case. You know, I'm not counting on going this, you know, this early, but you never know. So I'd rather be prepared and go with the flow, but at the same time have a little bit of a plan, because, you know, you can't really control everything when you're pregnant. It just kind of happens, you know, the baby will come when the baby will come. So you gotta be ready. I have had a very, I don't want to say painful pregnancy, because it's not what I mean. it's just been very different. It took a different toll in my body than the first time around. I feel like maybe it's because I am 4 years older or 3.5 years older. I don't know. I feel like this time around, everything is so much more sensitive, like on my body. Just when something hurts, it really hurts. And I have been having like Braxton Hicks now, like very often, and it scares the crap out of me because I just never know, like, is it time or is it not time? So everything is just different this time around. And obviously every pregnancy and every child is different, but once you experience that, it's just a whole new world, you know? So I am really kind of like relearning everything because I thought I knew what was going on, and then I really don't, you know, it's so different. Obviously I have fears like every other mother out there. I've opened up a little bit about it on my Instagram, and it's a very touchy subject for me because I just, you know, I hold my mother to such a high pedestal in my head. She was the best person I've ever met in my life. She was my best friend. So seeing her like having 2 kids and having 2 very, very different kids from each other just makes me so fearful. Like, how can I be like that? You know, I'm not saying I'm not gonna love my baby as much as I love my son, but I am afraid. I don't know how much more love I can fit in my heart. And I am afraid of having to give one more time than the other. And, you know, when you have a newborn, they're kind of like attached to you 24/7. And I'm trying my best to, you know, be calm and explain to my son that everything's going to be okay, but mostly to myself. Because he is so excited and he's the best little kid. He understands so much. He's so smart. So just loving. Every other day he asks me, is the baby ready yet? You know, is the baby here yet? When is the baby coming? Like, he's so excited to have a buddy and, you know, a best friend. I think he's just like lonely, and because he doesn't go to school yet or daycare, you know, those things are expensive. We weren't able to put him in daycare, and I feel like he just wants a friend. So I think he's very, very excited, and I just hope he continues to be excited once the baby's actually here. So those are just fears that I have, and I think it's normal. I think everybody has fears. And I know that a lot of people have been saying to me, like, trust me, you will love them, you know, it just, your heart will grow. And I cannot wait for that because I love my kids so much. I just don't see how I can love someone again that much. But I know it's possible because a lot of my friends in my family, and, you know, they have multiple kids, and they just say to me the same thing. Your heart will grow, and it's just going to fill it up with more love. That being said, I really, really want to say that I appreciate you guys that are still here, sticking around, and following me in my other platforms as well, because it really means a lot. You know, I get to have such amazing opportunities, and I also miss a lot of opportunities too because I am a little bit older than everybody, you know, that does this, and I'm not single, and, you know, I have kids, and I live a little bit far away from everything, and I'm not willing to just really travel that much and stuff like that. So I really appreciate the opportunities that I get, and at the same time I have to say a lot of no's, and then it's always on the back of my head, like, who is gonna still invite me, or who is gonna still stick around on my page, and, you know, because I'm not so fast moving like everybody else. But so when I say that I appreciate you guys sticking around, I really mean it, because it's what makes it worth it at the end, is that people like you guys you want to know what's going on in my life. You want to watch something that I put out there, you know? And it's very important to me because those things, after, you know, YouTube and Instagram changes their algorithm, that's what's important, you know? Because nothing that we do gets seen out there, which is so sad because we do put a lot of work into it. But when you guys give me that feedback, they're like, hey, don't give up. We're still here. Like, we still like your stuff, and, you know, we watch you and we hear you. That's what's important at the end of the day. So my idea is to just change things up a little bit. I probably will do a lot more like tutorial like videos on Instagram. And, you know, if I do a tutorial here, it will probably be a voiceover. Because it's just easier for me. Like when everybody goes to sleep, I can do a voiceover. So I intend to do a lot more reviews and maybe a lot more personal kind of videos, you know, just sharing like my experience and whatever you guys want to know, kind of like open up a discussion or several discussions about anything we want to talk about, you know. I love obviously talking to the camera and talking to you guys. So I figured, why not put in this time to not just do makeup after makeup after makeup, because I feel like everybody does makeup now. So I'm not doing anything substantial, you know. I wanna open up these discussions with you guys, and maybe we can do a poll. Like I'll give you some options, you know, what can we talk about next week or whatever, and then we do it, you know. And obviously makeup is always going to be the, you know, the main thing for me, because it's what I love to do. It's where my anxieties go away, and, you know, I don't think about anything but that when I'm doing makeup, and I can be creative and free in a way. But I have met so many people that have told me you have to tell your story and talk about other things because people can relate to that. And for me, it's like a therapy. I can relate to you, you can relate to me. And maybe our problems are going to get smaller and smaller if we share what we're going through together. So let me know what you guys think about all of this down below. Leave me your opinions, your comments, anything that you can think of that we can, you know, transform this a little bit and make it a little bit more personal. I would love to share a little bit more of who I am, you know, aside from the makeup with you guys. And because my life is going to change, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this full time or part time like I do. And it's okay, you know. I want people like me that do YouTube and or Instagram or whatever. I want my other friends and people that know me to realize that it's okay to make changes or take a break if you need to, because life changes and things you just don't go as you plan a lot of times, and you have to do what's best for you sometimes. And if it is taking a break, then so be it, you know. But at the same time, I feel like if I dedicate my time here, even if it's not that often, and if something is so substantial and important, and if I'm sending a message, and if I'm helping someone out there, and, you know, if there's someone out there that watches a video and just says, hey, that's me too, you know, I feel like that too. And so we can all be together, you know. And the changes, it maybe won't be so terrifying, because I am not going to lie, I am very, very terrified of what my life is going to be like from now on, or soon. And I can't stress enough, because that's just who I am. Like my anxiety takes over me. But at the same time, I have to put my foot down and be the realistic person that I am, and think that there's nothing I can do right now because it hasn't changed yet and I don't know what's gonna be like. So I can't just sit here and have anxiety over what's gonna happen because I don't know yet. I just would love to know what you guys think about this, and I would like to thank you for watching this. And it's a very different video, but I just wanted, before I start putting stuff back in the channel and like tutorials or whatever, I wanted to like have a little bit of an explanation, you know, or an update, how things are going and why I just haven't sat down and filmed in so long, for YouTube at least. But I love you guys so, so much. And if you made it to the end of my blabbering, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about everything I said or a little bit of what I said. If you have any tips, advice, if you are a mother out there and you have advice for me, I would love to hear. Anything helps. I really appreciate your guys being so kind to me and patient and just making me feel like what I do matters, because it's really hard out there. And with all of this social media craziness and changes and whatnot, and everything's so oversaturated, it's really, sometimes you really can't help but think that like, does it even matter if I make a video? And I know it does matter, but you guys remind me of that. So I really, really appreciate all of you that take the time to come over here and watch my videos. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.